You're being too comfortable because it feels good. This morning, I got a text message from someone who joined my program. We got him into his first class. He's like, Alex, I've been following you for a year, man. I want to do this. Let's get at it. I want to make my family proud. I want to get myself back in shape, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, let's get it, man. So he joined in, got him into his first class, burpee class. He was awesome. He did great. I got a message this morning. He's like, hey, I talked to my wife. Right now with finances, we're going to wait until next month till we're more like comfortable, but then I can do like the whole payment. And I'm like, hey, listen, doesn't matter to you. I'll send you back your deposit. Not a problem. But there's one thing I want you to really think about. You are where you are in your life because of the decisions you keep making. Okay? Number 2, you asked your wife what she thought. The question is, do you want to be in the position that your wife is in? No. So then why would you take her advice? You see, it's not until we get uncomfortable that we're going to grow. I did back yesterday, and I hadn't done seated rows in a very long time. I was doing some seated rows. Everything was feeling great. Last night, I was doing my 300 burpees. Around set number 4, my back was shot. My lower back was shot. I was like, okay, this doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel comfortable. I'm gonna have to finish these burpees. I was on TikTok live. I was like, I'm not gonna stop. And I told him, my back is shot right now. Like every time I come up for a burpee, my back hurts. And I knew it wasn't a pain that I'm gonna get injured even more. It's more like, okay, your back is not doing so well. But I said, I got 6 sets left. I'm gonna finish this. And on the 10th set, as I'm doing it, I'm thinking to myself, no, on my 9th set, I got 2 sets left. I'm like, hit 65. Hit 65. Because I learned something from my own mentor, Wes Watson. He said, the inconvenience factor. I was inconvenienced. I was like, this really hurts my back. I could have done 2 sets of 30. I only had 2 sets left. I said, do the whole 60 in 1 set. Do the whole 60 just to prove to yourself that this is nothing. The inconvenience factor. What do you do when you're inconvenienced? Does this hurt? Yes. What are you gonna do? I ended up doing 65 because I always tell myself I always do 5 more to finish off at 305. And I did 5 more. I did 65 just to prove to myself psychologically that even though I'm facing adversity, my back is hurting, I'm not feeling the way I would normally feel, which is like good, body's working well. I'm gonna push even more. I'm gonna push even more when things are not feeling right. I'm gonna push more, and not to say, oh, but you're gonna get injured, but I know myself, and we all know how much we can push. And it was body weight, so I knew I could push. All right? Oh, it's your body, you gotta be careful, listen to your body. I was listening to my body, but I was listening to my mind as well. I was listening to my intuition. I was listening to the voice of God, where when it tells me, you know you can do 60, as I'm getting to like number 15, I'm like, you know you can do 60. You can do, I might just go for it. If I even think about it, see, that's the thing. If I even consider it, it's not just me. It's something above. It's God telling me, you can do this. I know you can do this. It's that belief. And so I listen to that voice. I'm like, you can do 60. You can do 60. All right, I'm going to go for it. Because every time I listen to that voice, I know it's God. I know he's pushing me. And I ended up doing 65. Out of breath. Proud of myself. Woke up this morning, back is stiff. Sitting here, I feel it, my lower back. But I know it's something that just needs some time. Give it like a week and I'll be better. But I sat on my couch this morning and I'm like, man, I'm not comfortable at all. And as I sat there praying to God, I thought to myself, no. Don't ask God to take the pain away when you asked Him for growth. Okay? Don't ask God to take the pain away when you were asking Him to grow, if you're asking Him to change. If you're praying to God, like, help me out here, help me out. God can't help you out by making it easier. He makes it harder so you can learn more lessons. He makes it harder so you can become better. So as I sat there with my lower back hurting, I'm like, I'm going to get this workout in. I have to get this workout in. There is no negotiating. I'm getting this workout. I have arms. I can do biceps, triceps, shoulders. I can do whatever. But I'm not gonna miss this workout just because my lower back hurts. So I started working out. I did some biceps. I did some lateral raises. And then you know what? I did some planks. So I'm like, my back is okay enough. Like I can still function on my core, you know? And so the only way, and like as I'm there, I'm like, I'm uncomfortable. But this is good. I need to be here. Because if I'm uncomfortable, that means I'm gonna grow. If I'm uncomfortable with my diet, that means I'm gonna grow. Some guy on TikTok yesterday said, hey bro, can you do a full day of eating? So I can see what you're eating. He's obviously saw me in shape. He's like, I need to tighten up on my diet. I'm like, man, it's not that you need to tighten up on your diet. You need to tighten up on your negotiation. You keep negotiating with yourself. The difference is, I don't negotiate. I'm like, bro, you couldn't last a day or two with my diet. It's too strict. My diet is very strict. Most people couldn't handle it. Because it's discipline. Because I'm willing to sacrifice. You know, I'm willing to stay uncomfortable. And like the only way I get a little bit comfortable is I'll add some more rice to my meals, but that's it. But I know for a fact, I'm like, if we can consistently make difficult decisions, we become different. We become undeniable. That's the goal. If you want a really good significant other, if you want a great life, because you feel it within yourself to do more, to be more, because if you watch this video and you feel like you can be more, if you feel like I motivate you and I push you, I understand one thing. I'm speaking to that flame inside you. I'm speaking to that fire that wants to fucking burn. And I'm just trying to fan it. I'm fanning that fire inside you. Because I know you can be better. Because listen, you're not gonna find many people that speak like this to you. Like you'll find some on YouTube, but around you, 99% of the people will not think this way. 99% of the people you hang out with don't fucking look like this. Okay? And understand, it's okay to be different. It's okay to do what most people are not doing. And you really have to think about the things you're doing on a daily basis. Are you aiming to be comfortable? Or are you aiming to be uncomfortable? Sometimes I'm tired all day long. This guy was like, hey Alex, you know, if you got more sleep, you'd have more energy and you'd be able to do. I'm like, yeah, but you're trying to optimize, like you're trying to always be full of energy, full. I'm like, bro, but you're not gonna always be like that. What can you do when you're really tired? When you're competing, everyone's hot off the start because everyone has energy off the start. In a fight, in boxing match, everyone's great the first 5-6 rounds. It's the last 7, 8, 9, and then it's the champ. Why do you think they call it the championship rounds? Because when you're exhausted, when you're depleted, that is where you really prove who you are. So if on a daily basis I'm tired, I'm like my body's sore, my mind is tired. Guess what comes out? My spirit. What am I made of when I'm exhausted? What more can I do when I'm tired? What more can I do when I'm constantly uncomfortable? And guess what? When you're consistently uncomfortable, it just becomes normal. It's normal for me now to feel uncomfortable. What's not normal is to aim towards comfort, being comfortable, to pleasure, to lay back and just chill. Couldn't even imagine it right now. Because I wouldn't be able to speak to you the way I am right now. All right? Just get uncomfortable. Emotionally, physically, financially. Do it. Let's go.